So hello guys, welcome to new live session of this. So let me share my link. Okay. क्या नाम है इसका? Okay, so could you confirm whether I am audible properly or not? Rajat, you are coming? Okay, so the today's session we are going to start about the audio is very good, right? Okay, so this is the first class of Zscaler. We were trying to understand what is the Zscaler and how it works. So let me start. Basically, I will take from basic to advanced. So this is the first session. I will every day I will come on live and give every day one session of the Zscaler. So this is today's the ZIA part. Okay, so whoever don't know anything about Zscaler, so don't worry. I will explain everything step by step. So let me share my screen and tell you. Okay, so if guys you have any, I can say, any suggestion, any comment, you can put it, ask question in the chat. So I open my live chat, so I will answer those questions as well. So my screen is visual to everyone, hope. Let me open my PDF as well. Okay, so this is the lab. I logged in on that, and the second one is this is the whiteboard where I will explain everything about Zscaler, and this is our PDF or bug book where I can explain everything step by step. Okay, so hope my screen is visual to everyone, right? So guys, just understand whoever the suppose have a zero knowledge on Zscaler, right? And if you want to learn the Zscaler, so you need to understand one thing: why Zscaler is popular in the market, right? That's very basic question, right? If you guys are see in the market, whether you can go on the LinkedIn or you can go on the Naukri.com, you see a lot of opening are there. So something is there really which make more sense because there's a lot of Zscaler vacancies are there. So okay, so let me explain based on that. So have you heard about like legacy proxy? Anyone know like previously work on the legacy proxy? So how it work? Let me understand that. Then we'll come on that Zscaler, right? Why Zscaler? Sorry, popular in the market, right? So how legacy? My bad. Sorry. So how Zscaler proxy work basically, and how legacy proxy work? First, you need to understand. Okay. So up before 10 year back, suppose you are working in any company, right? And they are using any proxy like Blue Coat, suppose Blue Coat or Trend Micro, right? Trend Micro is also provide the proxy. In what happen in these cases, I'm just giving the example, right? Suppose you visited to the office, right? User in the office. So when they are connected to the Wi-Fi, and once you connected to the Wi-Fi of office network, so you directly connected with the your proxy, because once you connected with the Wi-Fi, it will automatically push your laptop into the proxy. So now your all requests should be going via proxy. Suppose I will give you the example of facebook.com. Suppose in your company network the facebook.com is the block. Okay, so once user visited to the office, they are connected with the Wi-Fi, right? Once they connected to the Wi-Fi, they will access rest of all website except Facebook, because Facebook we block on the legacy proxy. Okay, now the problem is, guys, it is okay. It is blocking, right? Whatever we want, we can block it, right? So now the problem started is, when user suppose next day or complete their work and back to your home, right? Back to home. So now the problem is started, when you connected your company laptop to your home router like Airtel or Zio. Now the problem started. I will tell you why and how it will be, really these colors come in picture. Later I will tell you. Okay, just keep focus on that point. So once you come to the back to the office home and you connected Wi-Fi with that network. So what happened now? Because your proxy scope within office only, right? Suppose your proxy IP address 192.168.1.10. Suppose this is the proxy IP, and because this is the private IP, so the scope of this IP is within office. So once you back to the home and you connected with your home router, you can access facebook.com. Even this is blocked by your company, but this is not applicable on your home network. Okay, and I'm talking about just Facebook as an example, but here not a limitation of Facebook, right? So let me tell you guys. Okay, okay. So come back here. Okay, so you can see when you are back to home connected with your home router, your laptop, now you can access the facebook.com, and which is actually blocked in your company. Now the problem is, guys, what is the actual problem is? Because your company already spent thousands of dollars to purchase the device proxy, but still you are not secure, because when you back to your home, and the problem is, it is okay if you connected your home router with laptop, but the problem is the router, you are, or your laptop you are using which connected from home is company asset, right? Suppose you visited any malware website and you downloaded the ransomware. So now what will be happen? Once you download the ransomware, now the big problem is, when you downloaded the ransomware, you next day back to your office and you connected this, ransomware downloaded laptop to your Wi-Fi network or LAN network of office. Now what will be happen? Now your all company network should be, impacted with that malware, because of you download some malware unnecessary by mistakenly whatever happening in their your home Wi-Fi, and next day you back to office and you put your laptop on that and it flooded all over network. So even client is spending thousands of dollar, but they are still not secure. So it's a big gap, right, guys? Now it will make sense little bit why Zscaler is popular, right? Now come here. Okay, Now your question is, maybe you guys can ask, there is a concept called global protect, remote access VPN basically. Remote access VPN provided by Palo Alto Global Protect. ASA provide any connect, right? 40 gate firewall provide 40 connect. Okay, so these are also, remote access VPN provide, and if you connected with these VPN, even if you are in the home and if you are using in full enforcement mode, is still your traffic going by office network, then it will go to the internet. Means you can fulfill that requirement, which I'm just now before I'm explaining, right? You can fulfill that requirement means, suppose you are using global protect, right? So what you are doing, suppose you install global protect client connector. Whoever not understand global protect, just understand this is the one software which you install on end user machine. So when user want to connect to the internet, they just first connect with the global protect, then they will connect with the this one, like your ZCC client connector. Later I will tell you what is that, right? For now, just understand. Okay, so for now, just understand. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so for now, just understand one thing. This is the software which you install on end user machine. So once end user connected with the internet, they first authenticate with global protect, whether they are in the office or they are in the home. In the both condition, once you connected with the global protect, then you start start exploring the internet, and this will make sure that you are fully, I can say you are fully secure, right? Why you are fully secure? Because you already using the global protect. So even you are connected from home, still your traffic going to the Palo Alto first, which is sitting in your data center, then it will go to the internet. So what I'm saying, let me conclude that. So once you connected with the global protect, it will make tunnel between your home laptop to the Palo Alto data center, which is maybe, suppose you are working from India, right? Your client is based on the US. So once you downloaded the global protect and you connected global protect from your Mumbai location to the US data center, which is the Palo Alto, because global product is the part of the Palo Alto AnyConnect, right? AnyConnect means remote access VPN. So once you connected from the Mumbai location to the data center which is sitting on the US data center, right? Now the problem is, actually you can suppose you block the Facebook on the Palo Alto. So Facebook should be blocked even you are working from home, right? Because once you connected with the internet, first you should be authenticated by a global protect. So your laptop should be make the tunnel from your laptop to the Palo Alto, which is sitting in US, right? But the problem is, suppose you are the single user and you are just Google it. So every time once you Google it, the traffic flow should be, what happened in the traffic. This is your laptop. This is your laptop. Here is the Palo Alto, which is sitting in the US network or US, and this is the India. Suppose you are accessing google.com, just simple google.com. First traffic go to the Palo Alto under C, because here is the under C. Your traffic go under C, then it will go to the data center of Palo Alto. After that, it will exit to the Google. And once google.com is response, it will respond first to the Palo Alto and then it will back to the PC. So suppose you are downloading 1 MB file and it will take 30 minutes, or I can say 4 hours. Is it make sense? No, right? Because you cannot wait for 1 MB file to take 4 hours. And is it not, I'm just giving the example, guys, okay? So it is not make sense, right? And the latency is legitimate, because when your traffic go under C, it will always take the latency, right? As per the normal traffic flow, right? If traffic go from the India to US, it will always make a latency, right? And not only that, suppose you have 10,000 user and all user you are using global protect. So somebody watching the YouTube, somebody was, start using Facebook, somebody using the download something. You don't want to all user traffic send to their Palo Alto, right? Send all traffic on the Palo Alto and consume bandwidth of data center, which is not good, right? Very bad implementation, right? So is it means you can fulfill that requirement, but it's not feasible, it is not granularly, I can say, control everything, right? So that is also not an option, right? User cannot face a latency, or you cannot choke your bandwidth of your data center. You cannot send all traffic on the Palo Alto then so go to the internet, right? Once you establish the tunnel from user laptop to the Palo Alto, so all traffic should come to the Palo Alto itself. Otherwise, it shouldn't be secure, right? If you are passing some traffic, some not. Maybe somebody download anything from internet, right? So you can intercept all traffic on the Palo Alto. It means you need to send all traffic from all individual, right? So now what else? Now you understand the gap, guys. User when working from home and they are not secure, because even your company is using, I can say again, thousands of dollars in the office network, but still you are not secure. And you cannot put, always firewall in every company will not do like that, to purchase firewall for you and you can install that into your home router, right? That did not make sense, right? So what else option is there? So now Zscaler come in the picture, and Zscaler is saying, I understand the gap, right? The gap is when user working from office, they already secure with all compliance, all policies, whatever policies, push it on the that particular device. But the problem started when user working from home. So Zscaler come with the solution, okay, called as a cloud based security, okay. So what they does actually, they build their all over globe data center. So Zscaler build their data center all over globe. When I say all over globe, means in India, in US, in Israel, in China, in Russia, right, in UK, in Germany, everywhere basically. I'm just giving the example, guys. If you want to see how many data center of that, you just simply visit on trust.zscaler.com. Then you will see here the option called data center map. So you will see there all data center. You can see, if you see in India, there is 4 data center, right? I will tell you. You can see this is the India here. Let me bring India on the front. You can see this is the New Delhi, this is the Mumbai, this is the Hyderabad, this is the Chennai. So 4 data center in India of Zscaler. So you just understand there's all data centers, Zurich, right? They're all over globe, multiple data centers there. So now you will see all data center connected each other. Suppose your company based on the US. Now what Zscaler will provide, Zscaler is saying, hey, don't worry. Your company is on the US. What you need to do, you can build IPsec tunnel with me from your office network, IPsec or GRE tunnel. So from office to Zscaler, you can establish the GRE tunnel or IPsec tunnel. So what Zscaler does, Zscaler is saying, I will give access of this data center to your network administrator or Zscaler administrator. Suppose they are blocking facebook.com. I took example of facebook.com. So if they are blocking facebook.com on here, so what I does, I will not always send Indian user traffic to the US every time. So what I will do, instead of sending every time packet to the US to given latency to the user, whatever the configuration you did on the US data center, I will sync that configuration on India, on UK, on Germany, on the China, Russia, in all over globe. So irrespective of user location, suppose I'm actually in Delhi location, so when I connected with the Zscaler, I directly connected with the Delhi data center. I will show you that later, okay. So what that means, whatever policy my US customer configure that all should be already there. So when I connected with that, so there's a ZCC. ZCC is nothing, it's just software which you need to install on your laptop. Okay, once you install this software, that automatically establish the tunnel between your laptop to the data center, nearest data center of Zscaler, which is Delhi. Now one thing is clear. So whatever the policies configured by the US, that same policy already in there. Facebook as example. Now when I'm trying to access facebook.com, it will be blocked on here and without latency, because I'm in the same location. Maybe I will face 1 ms 2 ms latency, which is normal latency, right? Even your ISP also may be public IP on Delhi somewhere, right? So it is just normal. Though one benefit is your traffic is intercept locally within that nearest data center, and whatever the policies configure on the US for your company, it should all enforce. And user should be always secure, whether user in home, whether user in railway station, whether user in coffee shop, user is always secure. Okay, so how it's secure? Because once you establish the ZCC, you download ZCC software on the user machine, and once you connected with the internet, ZCC automatically connect nearest data center of Zscaler, establish the tunnel from your laptop to the Zscaler, and when you are start accessing anything which is not allowed in your company, it will automatically block locally without any latency. Okay, this is the basic structure of Zscaler. Now guys, I will tell you, let me connect Zscaler from my laptop. I want to show you. Okay, so give me 2 more minutes. Okay, so I just PTC A93 admin the zero trust exchange. Guys, give me 1 second, please. Let me put myself on front screen. Okay, let me connect ZCC. The zero trust. Okay, so what I'm doing is, I will tell you what I'm doing. I'm basically, one second. Okay, basically I'm trying to connect with the Zscaler from my laptop. So I will show you how this is important to identify the nearest data center of Zscaler. Okay, so let me see. Once I connected, I will tell you how I connected with the nearest data center, right? Guys, you have any question, you can drop in the comment. I will try to respond all your questions. Okay. Okay, so it's connecting. Once it connected, I will show you one command .ip.config.com. So you always remember this command whenever you start ip.config.com. So I will tell you what that means. Okay, so let me share my screen again, and let me start ip.zscaler.com. So once I'm not yet connected, you can see without connected to the ZCC, when we see the output, it look like that, right? So let me refresh that. Once I connected, it will automatically see, because from my location, if I will show you what is my IP, so we'll see my IP should be in Delhi location. So the nearest data center, you can see I connected. You are accessing this internet via Delhi data center, because my nearest location is the Delhi data center. If I want to show you now, the guys, if you go on for interview, the interviewer asks this question: how Zscaler identify what is the nearest data center your laptop is identified. So actually Zscaler is using the max mine database to identify the geolocation of your IP. Based on that, it will be identify the nearest data center. So you can see my current location is Delhi only, right? So because of that, it will be automatically assign us to Delhi data center. So the command how you can verify where you connected, in what data center you connected, called ip.zscaler.com. Once you connected, you will see you are connected with the Delhi data center. Your request is arriving from this is the basically this is my public IP, this is the VIP IP. So if you can see, you copy this IP, and guys, I will tell you some websites. So config.zscaler.com is the website where you will see all IP addresses of the data center. So you can see, if I will see this subnet 136.226.30.0/23. So this subnet belongs to New Delhi data center, right? So you can see this is the public IP of my data center. Now let me see what else. This is the virtual IP. Virtual IP, because every data center Zscaler have multiple nodes, right? So they actually use the VIP IP, so, and behind that they will actually load balance the traffic. So you can see this one is the 65.225.124.37, right? So this IP also belongs to, you can see this range. Now this is your public IP, this is my public IP, ISP IP you will see here. And once you connect it, you will see you are connected. If you would like to disconnect, you will click on here. Okay, this is also very important, guys. Website ipconfig.zscaler.com, which give you a lot of IP detail during IPsec implementation, which I will cover in later. You will start looking these part, right? So you can see there is a Zscaler hub IP addresses all over globe. Firewall config is required between on-premises to the Zscaler. These are the very important things. Let me go back to trust portal. There is something I need to show you. So this is the also important one, guys. Trust.zscaler.com. This will give you the all status what happening all over globe in respective of Zscaler. This is nothing based on the client, it will be all over globe what happened, right? So you can see the dashboard, what happened, that per second transaction happen, policies enforcement, and third blocking by Zscaler. They're all over globe data center. Now you will see the cloud status. If anything is down, sometime you are not able to log in on the Zscaler because of maybe they have some globally problem. So I must recommend that you always visit this website called trust.zscaler.com. Now you can see the maintenance. They are also doing the maintenance. Sometime your client is reporting that because of slowness issue they are not able to access. So sometime you visited on these because they are doing their activity. So this is also important. The most important part is the incident. If something got wrong, they actually they are start mentioning there. So this is very important website called trust.zscaler.com under incident. So I actually feel it, I'm also working professional. So when I saw that user is reporting, oh guys, that issue happened on that particular location, so I visited on that website because we make sure that the issue is not globally, because Zscaler also using the SD-WAN and MPLS, right? So they also depend upon third party ISPs. So sometimes fiber cut and all these things are happen with the Zscaler. So you visited on that website, you can verify, you can see new cloud connector and branch connector deployment issue was there, but they resolved. So if you see that issue is resolved, they mentioned properly detailed of the problem, what was happened, right, what was the issue. So everything you can select it here, you will see. That's good website. advisory. If they have any, they mention that ZCC Android defected update, so Zscaler have this version have a problem, so you can upgrade with the latest one like this one, right? So they actually whatever are happening, they already inform under the advisory. Data center map, which is very good. You want to see how many data center of Zscaler all over globe, you can visit on that data center map. If you tab on any of that dot, you will see this is the Madrid, and this is the Lisbon, this is the Amsterdam, right? So these are the all over globe data center, right? And you can see these are the normal data center, these are the regionals. So charge data center, premium data center, and international federal moderate. Basically, Zscaler divide data center into multiple part. Some of the China location data center, they name it in different. So you can, again, it's up to you. Now guys, very very important, the next part I want to show you how you can troubleshoot the slowness issue, right? And this is just, I'm giving the introduction part, and I will deep dive later classes, but this is just a basic. You just understand, because I connected with the Zscaler client connector, so I'm trying to explain you. So if you click on that, Zscaler actually have their own speed test, Zscaler speed test. If you click here, you got a first called a Zscaler speed test, and here you will see everything about you. So I'm connected with the nearest data center, which you can see near to me, and this is the public IP where I connected. And when you start a speed test, it will give you the basically good output. You can compare the speed with Zscaler, without Zscaler. Okay, so let me drag myself here. Okay, you can see this is the download bandwidth, this is the upload bandwidth, right? HTTPS ping 40 ms, HTTP jitter 4 ms. It's normally good speed. So if you want to see from my laptop to the Zscaler Delhi data center, how many steps are coming, so you can see this is the next hop. Latency is less than 1 ms, you can see, so there is no latency. Sometime you will see latency between this to this, right? Then you can inform to the Zscaler. If you want to more troubleshooting, you can open new. Let me tell you guys, the next portal is it open in my different browser, which I haven't shared. Let me share the output once it come. Okay, so once you click on the more button, it will give you the comparison without disconnecting the Zscaler. It will compare the both speed. Let me bring my main screen on the with you guys, so you can see output look like this. Okay, so you can see this is file download and upload. This is the speed with the once I connected with the Zscaler, and this is the direct speed. So speed is good, right? There is not much difference. So jet tunnel when connected is 93.338 Mbps. When I directly connect with the Zscaler, or without Zscaler, it's going 99. So because of lot of security parameters there, so you cannot get same speed like your open internet, but it's a good speed, there's not an issue, right? So now if you click here on that, it will give you how many hosts come between from your laptop to the Zscaler Delhi data center. You can see guys, step by step, you can see this is the gateway of my router, then this is the maybe Airtel ISP IP, then this is the again public IP, then you can see the latency is less than 1 ms, means I'm next to Delhi data center. So this is very good, right? You can see how step by step you will identify, right? So if you see MTR, you can see the average latency is you know 3 ms, 2 ms, less than 1 ms is very good, right? So sometime user is experiencing less than more latency, then you can raise the ticket with Zscaler, but it's now look like good, right? So This is very good guys for troubleshooting. Now I'm back on the portal. So this is the dashboard. Basically when you first time log in on that, you will see the dashboard. I always recommended you whenever you join any new organization. Recommended you can spend a more time on that dashboard, because you need to understand what happening in the company, right? Basically no one can telling you everything, right? So once you log in on the dashboard, you understand what is the top application used by user, what is the top public IP, what is the top source users, right? So whenever you are getting the ticket, you know, like mostly the users who are, more accessing the things, then maybe most of the case you are getting from that, or maybe most of the high utilization of the application, so you can focus on more that. You can see these are the user which using too much, 97 791.3K. Okay, this is too much. You can see the cloud application category, this is the IT service, this is the general browsing. URL categories, internet corporate marketing, this is social networking. You can see people are mostly using LinkedIn. This is a YouTube. You can see that streaming media application, YouTube is people are using more than Sky, than Spotify, right? Source IP anchoring for Zurich, you can see top application segment using, right? This is very important. Suppose you are working on JetPA, then most of the case, sometime you will see on top three. So I will always recommend my student, whenever you join any company, you can see the JetP application, these are the top ones. So what you need to do, you can note down these application. Now next part what you need to do, you can go into the service now, or whatever the ticketing tool using in that company. You can try to analysis top, 1 month issues, whatever issues happening against this application segment. It will be really helpful during your, when you are starting, communicating, or you can quickly grab the things. Then you can see these are the important part. So that's why I always recommended go with the dashboard to understand all inside of the company. This is analytics, which is the very important to capture the live logs, see the old logs, what happened. Mostly we are using web insight related to URL filtering, file type, malware protection. Every logs we can get it here. I will explain this later in deep dive, but just now for I'm introducing that. Policy part, all kind of policies, like you are using firewall, there is a policy section. In the same way, Zscaler, this is GIA part, right? GIA means internet security. So we'll see the policy here. All administrator tasks, creating the user, creating object group, configuring IPsec, everything, configure location, everything should be go under administrator. Activation is very important, guys. On whoever the working on Cisco devices, when you are guys putting some command and you enter it, it automatically replace the running configuration. Sometime if you did something wrong and you by mistakenly put enter, it will break the connection. But Zscaler, suppose you did something but without activate, that will not replace or not pushing into the live running configuration. So suppose you did something wrong, you can delete it, because once you activate some config changes, then it will start intercepting anything. You can search here, and this is the alert, right? So alert is just understand about everything, right? You can see these are the top threat system impacted. This is the alert count, right? This is the phishing event type 52 system. So again, you need to visit. Also, these are the question mark. This is very important, right? If you want to see check any URL category, you can go under question mark. Okay, and there is a dedicated URL lookup. If you put www, suppose techclick.in, you want to see this URL belongs to block category, right? If you want to raise the ticket, you can go here. Under that you will see submit ticket, right? It will redirect to the support portal. Lot of things you will see on that, right? Now if you want to submit ticket, report assistance, help portal, suppose you want to see thread library, like it will give you the all signatures, whatever the attack, whatever the, they categorize basically every malware into that. Suppose you are talking about the malware, you can see the all categories automatically detected, and they already, their cybersecurity team built every signatures, every pattern detected automatically. So if you deep dive or anything about that, you can go there. Deny IP list, suppose you want to see whether directly any IP is denying by, it will directly check that list, right? There is no list deny lookup here. Okay, so this is their website blocks. I don't think it will be required. Okay, you can set your theme like blue, right? I can set blue, you can set blue dark, default, keep it based on your, and there's a logout option. So guys, for now I think we are good to close that session. Tomorrow whenever I will start next session, I will cover, start from that our, this document architecture. I will tell you how Zia work from the individual laptop to the internet, how Zscaler come in picture, how many components are there, how can implement the Zscaler. So you can follow to start learning Zscaler with me, so follow that channel. Thanks for watching that video guys, see you in next